All right, folks, here we are at the NPHL. Oh, no, I messed that up already. At the showcase for the tout between the Peace River Navigators and the Dawson Creek Canucks, just getting ready for the national anthems. Starting lineup that I have for the Peace River Navigators, number 27 playing center, Dawson Briscoe. He'll be flanked by Kevin Shellac and Jonathan Noski, with Tolson Fawcett and Chase Paul, Chaston Paul on defense, and Ryan Noble playing goal. And for your Dawson Creek Junior Canucks, I have Andrew Davidsey with Chase Hendrickson and Mason McLeod on the point. I have Ethan Buck and Mason Ducharme, and playing goals, number 30, Mr. Webb. Going to stop for the national anthem here, folks. As the referees do their fair play initiative, shake the hands of the coaching staffs of both teams, I'd just like to remind everybody that tomorrow is November 11th. Our Soldiers, Monday is November 11th. So get down to your local whatever and support our veterans that gave their lives so we can have these freedoms, such as watching this hockey game on YouTube here tonight. A little different for me. I got a camera person that actually knows what she's doing, so if you can't see the play, it's not my good-looking cameraman's fault. It's the professional cameraman's fault. Not that she's not good-looking. That's not what I'm saying. And if you're watching me on Ustream and you have friends and family that'd like to watch, give them the website so they can track this down and listen to me babble on. Here we go, folks. Ready to get the puck on the ice. Davidsey wins a draw back to Buck. Buck up to the neutral zone. McLeod shoots it into the zone, and Hendrickson's in to force. Puck passed around by the Navigators. They're going to come up the wall. Tried to chip that out, and that's blocked in. Now it is out to the center ice. Shot back in by Ducharme. Off the stick of Fawcett. Up the wall, tipped and stopped by Buck. Buck's going to stop and pop. Gives off to Davidsey. Davidsey's got it. Had his line mate straddle the blue line. Nearly pulled a groin trying to stay onside there. It was Chase Hendrickson. Now it's past Buck, and Buck's got it again in the neutral. Fires it back into the Navigators' attacking zone. That's shot down just off a stick, tipped into the zone. Navigators make changes. Canucks make a few changes. Now it's banked off the boards to Boehm. Boehm over skates. Swatted back in. Davidsey making a change. Mackey over the boards. There's a body check thrown there by Boehm. Back out slot to Mackey, and a puck hopped over top of his stick, and Fletcher's got it in the neutral. Fletcher backpedals, looking to make a play. Fires it off the wall. That's going down the ice. This is going to go for icing just out of the reach of Tanner Boehm on the wide side. Face off, be to the left of Webb. Cole Isaac's going to take this draw against Griffin Young. Isaac wins that one smartly back to his defense. Shot towards the net. That's through a crowd, and Webby kicks that to the wall. Picked up by Mackey. Given off to Boehm. Got Bame out there. No, that's Young, sorry. Young in behind the net. Puts his man into the wall violently. And there's going to be a penalty on the play here. I didn't see what happened there as far as the penalty goes. We'll have to wait for the... He's calling a boarding penalty as Young comes in and throws a decent body check. Crowd is yelling at him. They want him kicked out for some reason, but that's a play the puck, and that's a body check. Boarding is the call. Young's going to the penalty box, and the Navigators are going on the power play with 18:34 remaining in the first period. I even got somebody running the computer for me, punching in numbers. This is uptown. Uncharacteristic. Should have set this up a little sooner, but I'm going to move some stuff out of the way. Try to stay at a camera shot here, folks. Face-offs won by the Canucks by Rowley. Gets the pass up and up to McLeod. McLeod across to Rowley. Rowley's in one-on-one. Makes a move outside, short-handed, takes a shot, and that misses the net just wide. Goes through the crease, back up the point. Picked up there by McLeod. Back to Rowley. Rowley circles back into his own zone. Spins across, looking to make a play. Oh, he hung on to it, just about hung on too loud, and he gets it up to McLeod. Now they got another offensive attack going. Oh, that's a drop pass, and that's to nobody, and the Navigators going to pick this off, and Fawcett's breaking in. Fawcett puts a move on, gets around the defense, and shoots and scores! Steps around Fletcher as he was fishing for the puck. Little poke check past the defenseman Fletcher to the back of the net behind Webb. Power play scored with 17:58 remaining in the period. Navigators 1, Canucks no score. Wilson, Zimmer and Wilson. Scramble draw and picked up by the Navigators against the wall. Blake Wilson is a affiliated player from Dawson Creek, plays minor hockey in the Dawson Creek organization. Now it's bumped back up, Zimmer to Wilson. Wilson into the slot, swatted off of his stick there by a AP from the Navigators. Isaac Cole back up the point. Stopped there and wristed towards the net. Tip, rebound, loose puck. Wilson had his stick held there by the defenseman. There's a long shot, nearly popped through, and Zimmer tries to get the puck in front of the net. Wilson tries a soft one over, and he's picked off. Now he puts his man into the wall, gets a body check, gets into the game. Back down, and O'Brien's got it. O'Brien softs one out to Wilson. That's off a skate. O'Brien picks it up again and flips it into the zone. Aaron Kahn is the AP for the Navigators, number 28. Shot down and iced the puck. Navigators can't change. Cunningham tried to come off. Linesman caught that and made him come back out. 17 minutes even remaining in the period. Navigators 1, Dawson Creek no score, and Rowley to take the draw. Rowley tries to go forward with it, and that was averted by the center for the Navigators. Now Bame circling the corner, gets a little bit of a hold. Referee's down there talking to him. Puck's in the corner, can't see what's going on. It's a 2-on-2 battle, and Bame comes out with it. Gets it back up to his strike. Strike fans on that shot and stolen there by Cunningham. Cunningham stalls, tries to get it in. This is offside. Navigators got it clear, and they do, and Bucks got it for the Huskies, for the Canucks. Tipped into the zone by the Navigators. Now it's back down. Navigators have it in their own zone. Body check thrown there by Rowley. Nearly stolen by his strike. Rowley. Fawcett steals the puck from him, and Rowley steals it back, and Fawcett steals it back again. Off the skate of Cole. Isaac fires it into the zone. Missed on the wall and back to the point. Chaston Paul puts it in deep. Ducharme's in after it. Tries to make a play, and that does not work out. Now it's shot out of the zone. Navigators trying to make a pass. Young tries to steal. Tanner Bame comes together with Chaston Paul. I think it was an inadvertent body check, and Paul took the worst of that. Passed up on the boards. Dustin Bame's going for a change. Flipped up. Dropped down into the zone. Ducharme's in to cut that off. Goes in behind the net. Tries to poke it around the forechecker. Against the wall. Mackey's got it. He shovels that right in the slot. Not the best play. Shot just wide. Webb takes a swing at it. Back into the corner. Buck's got his stick lifted, can't get to the puck, and comes back to the point. Shot back into the corner. Navigators making a play out in the slot. There's a shot and fanned on. Stick might have been lifted slightly by Mackey. Then Tanner Boehm tries to make a pass, and that's picked off back in, and Buck's got it in his own zone. He fans on it. Hanging on to the sticks a little bit tight there as Jonathan Noski steals. Now it's fired around the boards. This is going to go for icing, and 21 could have made a little better effort. Dumas, the linesman thought he couldn't catch it anyway, and icing's the call. Going on the wide side. Young is going to take this draw to the right of Webb. Young and Bellerose square off. Bellerose wins that draw, back to the point. Shot. Kahn takes a shot, and that's blocked by Young. Kahn takes a body check from Young. Stands. Both boys stand up. Ducharme's got it behind his own net. Stolen. Shot towards the front. Picked up there by Buck. Buck's got it around his own net. A little bit of a hook and gets away. Gets it up to Mackey on the backhand. Can't really handle it. That's a tough pass to pick up. Ducharme to Buck. Off the wall to Mackey. Just out of his reach and picked up there by the Navigators. On the blue line. Through the neutral. Stolen by Hendrickson. Quick pass. Buck. Off the wall, flips it down, looking for Hendrickson to go get it. And picked up there by the Navs. Buck had to wait for Hendrickson to clear. Buck gives off to Hendrickson. Tanny tries to take a little toe drag move, and that's thwarted. Back to the point. It's another AP. Fraser out there wearing number 25. Declan Fraser, another midget player from Dawson Creek. McLeod. Shot towards the net and stopped there. Fraser with a quick shot on goal. Squeezed by Noble, and a face-off will be to his left. 13:54 remaining in the period. Dawson Creek Canucks trailing by 1. 1-0 is the score. Peace River Navigators leading. Ferguson squaring off with Davidsy. Davidsy wins. Looks to go to the point, stops and wheels and puts that right into the glove of Noble. He looked to the point to Privé, and the winger cut off that lane and give Davidsy a lane to the front of the net. He walked towards the net, took a shot, hit Noble in the glove. Try it again to the left of Noble. Davidsy wins that puck straight back to the defenseman. Fraser with a wrister towards the net, and that's kicked back out, kept onside, chopped into the corner, overskated by Davidsy. Now Privé steps in, puck gets around him. Break Ferguson, 2-on-1. Ferguson tries to pass, and that's picked up there by McLeod with a hard back check. Now it's against the wall. Poke to the point, stolen. Cunningham, shot. Privé tips that one, and it trickles just wide. Now it's shot across out of the reach of Hendrickson, outside the zone, shot back in by Paul. Picked up by Fletcher. Fletcher looking to make a play. Long lead pass to the blue line, stretching across with a nice play just to get a piece of that puck to negate the icing. Now stolen. Back down. Fletcher tries a shot on goal. Privé behind the net. Out of the reach of Wilson. Now Wilson's into force. Back to the point. Stopped there by O'Brien. Shot. Noble makes the save. Kick to the wall. Wilson tries a backhand. That's picked off. Navigators with it. Shot back into the neutral zone and stolen again. Wilson to Wilson. Wilson puck rolls underneath his stick. He's got it in the corner. Evades a body check. Gets his elbow up a little bit, but no call. Line referees watching that the whole way. Shot outside the zone. O'Brien's back to get it. He's got his defensive partner with him. O'Brien trying to use the net as a screen. Gets picked off. Zimmer overskates. Shot towards the net. Wilson with a block. There's another one off a stick. Ends up behind the net. Tried to shovel that in front. Did out of the reach of Zimmer. Back to the point. Off of Zimmer's leg down the ice, and he's going to go down and put the fear of the Lord into Chase Manine. Manine takes a big check behind the net from Zimmer. I believe the coaching staff asked him to be a little more physical here tonight when he gets the opportunity. O'Brien tipped in by Wilson, and they're going to make a change as Dustin Bames over the boards. Strike. And Rowley's already out there. Dustin Bain with a couple of moves, moves himself into the corner. Had Rowley in the slot. Strike with a stick check. Hook down. Falls down. Can't get the puck. Gets it back off his knees into the skates of Rowley or Bain, and now it's taken over by the Navigators into the attacking zone. Pass across the front of the net, and Privé's there to steal that, and he's looking to make a change. No, he's just looking to get in position. My mistake. And that was O'Brien. Ducharme. Now Buck's on the ice. Taking over for O'Brien. Backhand pass. Strike. Strike looking to make a play. Wristed pass up to Bame. Bame's in the attacking zone, 1-on-3. Takes a slash and walks off into the corner. Protects the puck. Well, walks out in front of the net. Tries to go short side shelf, and that's over top of the netting behind the glass. Flipping it to his girlfriend in the stands, and she wasn't there. 11:07 remaining in the period. Face off outside the zone. Griffin Young loses that draw. Shot towards the linesman. He had to make a bit of a maneuver to get out of the way, and it got a piece of him. Now it's shot into the zone by Young. Bounces off the boards, and Noble's taking no chances. He pounces on that, gets a stoppage in play. Face off will come to his right. 10:57 remaining. Navigators 1. Canucks no score yet. Scramble draw on the boards and picked up there by the Navigators in behind the net. Stolen by Bame. Bame with a little soft pass looking for Mackey in a corner. Now Young was trying to steal, ends up behind the net. Around the boards, chipped off the wall. Picked up there by Noski. Noski tries a shot off the window, and it took a funny bounce just outside the zone. Buck, the puck had come outside the zone. Buck fired it back in on the blue line, no icing until it hit the skates of Young. Davidsy, Hendrickson, strike back on the ice. Fawcett gives away to Davidsy, and Davidsy overskates. Now it's back into the Navigator zone through the neutral. Saucer pass, bobbled and picked up, shot into the Canucks zone in behind the net. Fletcher fans on it up the wall. McLeod was there, and he gets hit hard into the wall, flinged off. Flinged. I'm not sure if that's a word. Webb tries to clear it. Gets a lucky bounce out to Hendrickson. We got a 3-on-1. There's a hometown bounce for the Canucks, who don't play here very often and couldn't get a play on 3-on-1. Shot towards the net. Prive looking for a tip. There's a crisp pass across. Fletcher with a shot towards the goal, and Noble kicks that in the corner. Hendrickson tries to spin off Fawcett. Fawcett keeps the stick on him, pins him on the wall, makes a play up the boards. Stolen again. O'Brien trying to make a play. Just offside. That's McLeod, 18, not 16. Offside's the call. Canucks are making changes. Wilson, Zimmer, Wilson line. That's going to be changed out for the Rowley, Bame, and Strike line. Not sure if they're going to get credited with another shift there or not, but 9:32 remaining in the period. Navigators control in their own zone. Pick back up. Cunningham with a touch pass. Looking for Noski. Noski drops. Shot. Cunningham going to the net. That's off his stick and outside. That puck is probably going outside the zone, but I'm not sure if they're... No, they're going to keep it inside. They're saying that the Canucks played that one. I thought that was Cunningham that got a stick on it, but they have a better view than I. Cunningham to Piquet. Piquet with a little move. Stick checked. Out to 14. 14's Piquet. 15's Ferguson. Sorry. Piquet scores. 14 scores there. Scramble puck comes out to Piquet, and he puts it behind the goaltender Webb for a 2-0 lead for the Navigators. I believe that'll be Ferguson and Cunningham will get the assists on that one. That'll be 14 from 15 and 22 if you're keeping track. Maybe the coaching staff should have let that Wilson line out. Scrambled off a skate. The Canucks are just not getting the passes together here. Bame with the pass to Buck. There's a crisp pass up for Strike. It's off of his stick. Chipped out of the zone. This is not offside, as I believe they're saying the Navigators put that puck in themselves, or it didn't clear. Back out to the slot. Can't pick up. Ducharme with that clapper scores. Might have been touched in front by Davidsy. Rowley, 22. 3 with a clapper to the front of the net. Clapper on net with Rowley standing in front, and he's going to lead the line down across their bench. So I believe 22 got a piece of that at the tip from 3. I believe it's going to be 22 from 3 and 19, but I'm not 100% on the second assist. It could have been 10 or 24. I think that gets them all that were on the ice. Hendrickson comes over the boards on a line change. Face off won by the Navigators. Picked up by Ducharme that jumps around the body check of Cole Isaac. Isaac's got it back again for the Navs out of their own zone. Ducharme steps up on him, nearly stole the puck and just missed the body check. You got to get one or the other if you're going to step up in the neutral zone. Number 24 got the assist. Bomb. That's off a helmet. Hendrickson with the body check. Ducharme circling in his own zone. Lost control or lost sight of the puck for half a second. Rowley with a nice Davidsy with a nice back check. Shot off the boards. Hendrickson tried to chip that past the defenseman. Can't. Now he gets it up. McLeod, sorry. Saying that too much. McLeod to the front of the net. Davidsy all alone. Can't pick up the puck. It was on his backhand slightly. Now Hendrickson's got it. Gives off to... Oh, here's a penalty coming up. McLeod's going to go to the penalty box here, I believe, for holding. Interference is the call. McLeod taking the second penalty of the game, second one for the Dawson Creek Canucks, with 7 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the period. Face-offs going to the left of Webb down here on the near side. Cunningham's going to take this draw against Wilson. Scrambled, but Cunningham wins it. Back to the point, just onside. Fawcett tries one shot towards there, picked up. Shot back down into the zone. Cunningham with it now. Cunningham looking to make a play. Mackey keeping it outside, goes to the point. Shot towards the net, tipped, and that stays wide. Ferguson in the corner. Hopped over top of the stick of Aaron Cron down the ice and picked up there by Fawcett. Fawcett behind his own net, and Mackey to Pickett. Chipped on the boards, picked off there. O'Brien backhanded in and picked up again by Fawcett to Cunningham. Cunningham across to Pickett. Pickett tries to pass across to Cunningham. Cunningham shoots, and that's knocked away by the stick of Webb. Back to the point. Fawcett to Pickett. Pickett bobbles, falls down, back towards the front. Nobody's home there. He ends up past. Shot towards the front. Back to Fawcett. Fawcett to Pickett. On the corner to Cunningham. Cunningham tries short side shelf with a nice little play. And that went off the post, I believe. Now it's fired towards the blue line. Can't clear. Stolen again. O'Brien's going to take his time. Now he sauces one down the ice. And Fawcett, they're saying no high stick. Fans are thinking it is. Ones with the whistles make the decisions. Backhand pass. Pickett. Fawcett, one-timer, well wide. Shot down the ice off the stick of somebody. And Noble's going to stop it behind the net as Canucks make changes with 18 seconds remaining in the power play. 6 minutes remaining in the period. Right down Main Street. Noski juking and jiving. It's a puck swept off a stick into the boards and just shot in behind. Noski tries to stop it at the blue line and cannot, with Hendrickson prowling around. Navigators start to snap the puck around a little bit on the power play. That's shot down the ice, and it's Ducharme. The penalty had just ended. So the Canucks won't be able to make changes. Davidsy, McLeod, and Hendrickson have been out there a little while, but one of them must be fresh as the power play just ended. 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the period. Navigators 2, Canucks 1. Face-off won by Davidsy. Behind the net, Ducharme over skates back to the top. Fawcett pestered there from O'Brien. McLeod, sorry. Now McLeod's got it in his own zone. He's looking to make a play, just flips it out. Picked off there by Chaston Paul into the skates of Hendrickson. He can't do anything with it. Back down, and Fawcett's got it. Little move there by Noski. Noski shot into the right-handed catching glove of Connor Webb for the save. 5:13 remaining in a one-goal hockey game. Actually, there's 3 goals, but it's a one-goal difference. Not sure if the shot clock is accurate, but they're saying 5 for the Navigators, 7 for the Canucks. I think there's been more shots than that. Navigators gather the puck up behind their net. Bounce pass back up top. Shot towards the net. Webb with pads out. There's another one off his face mask with a nice save. That come up quickly and caught him in the face mask. That's why you pay so much money for that one, Dad. And Mackey with a pretty good one-handed slash that the referee's not going to call. He'll take that all day. Noski in the corner. Pestered. It's off a stick. It's up in the air. Mackey with it. Mackey's got Tanner Boehm. It's a 2-on-1 developing. Tanner Boehm in, shoots into the chest of Noble, and the puck ends up behind the net, and Boehm kept going forwards when he could have went back. So now it's back out to Boehm. Off a skate. Mackey tries to put it in the corner. Noski chips that out for the Navigators. And back in now Tanner Boehm. No, that's Young. Flips it across, and Dustin Boehm in looking. Now it's back out. Now O'Brien's got it. O'Brien lets his teammates clear the zone. Shot in on Noble. He makes a stoppage as Young's making a change for Rowley. Rowley, Strike, and Dustin Boehm. Big brother Boehm. Shot towards the net, and that's kicked away. Navigators pick it up. Chipped off the boards. Flipped back out. And we got Yannick with it. He loses that to Buck. Buck to Strike. Strike with a backhand pass looking for Dustin Boehm. Boehm with a little toe drag off his skate, and he couldn't do anything with it. Now it's shot back into the zone, or out of the zone, sorry. Picked up by Yannick. Yannick gives off to Yellowknee. Yellowknee tries a little move towards the net, and that's thwarted. Shot behind the net, and O'Brien with it. O'Brien behind his own net, using the net as a screen, and that worked well. Backhand pass up. Long pass looking to get a pass out to Rowley, and that's picked off. Fraser in his own zone. Gives off to O'Brien. O'Brien behind his own net. Using that net as a screen again. Played it well once again. Pass back out to Dustin Boehm. Boehm's going to carry. He's getting forced. Right down Main Street. Tries a little toe drag. Nearly drugged that around the young defenseman. Kahn into the corner. Having a hard time seeing down there, folks. Now it's in behind the net. Strike and Noski battling in the slot. Strike and Noski come together in a corner. Shoveled back out. Picked off there, and Kahn misplays it, but the Navigators get control, and now Zimmer's got a chance. Steal the puck and make a play, and he takes a rough ride down there. Got his arms up, and the referee's going to let that go. Cunningham tries that backhand shelf again. Trying it right side this time instead of left. Kept into the zone. Shot in behind the net. Cunningham tries to get it back out in front. Does scores! Number 15 for the Navigators. Keegan Ferguson scores from Cunningham and Piquette. Net was off its moorings down there. The captains, our assistant captain or alternate captains, come out and talk to the referee, saying the net was off its moorings before the puck went in the net, and they're getting together down there. But the captain for the Navigators involved with the conversation. Talked to the linesmen. They're shaking their head no. Nobody's seen it. Looks like they're going to count this one, folks. It's going to be 3-1 Peace River. Not sure if you can back this up and check the replay while they're talking here, but not familiar with this program. It's going to be a goal. They're not allowed to come up to the watch a replay in this league because they don't have very good camera angles anyway. We have one. 3-1 Navigators. Buck to Ducharme, back to Buck. Buck fans, but the puck is shot into the zone. No icing. Correct call. Behind the net. Body check thrown by Davidsy. The Navigators get the control. Now it's stolen by Hendrickson. Hendrickson shovels it down low for Davidsy as a soft pass, and Davidsy couldn't catch up to it. Cunningham chops it back out. Ducharme with a wrist shot, and that's off a shin pad of Fawcett. Picked up there by Pickett. Pickett to Cunningham. Cunningham to Fawcett. Ducharme closes that gate. Buck's got it. Flung onto the boards. A little heel kick off the wall, but that's averted by the Navigators. Now it's back out. Hendrickson Sorry, that was McLeod. They skate similarly. And Hendrickson over skates. It's stolen there by the Navigators. Shoveled off the boards. Buck's going to keep this onside. Into the skates of McLeod in behind the net. Stolen there, knocked down by Ducharme. Ducharme nearly set up the Navigators' pick yet, and that's he maintains control and fires it in behind the net. Noble comes back out, reverses play. Body check thrown by Young. Nearly stole the puck as he had his man pinned to the wall. Oh, and O'Brien goes in offside as he just bobbled the puck at the blue line, and Young couldn't stick the line. The linesman blows the whistle on the offside. It's a close one with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in the period. Peace River Navigators 3, Dawson Creek Canucks 1. Young loses that draw on the boards, and Tanner Bame nearly stolen. Shot into the corner. Fletcher's got his man Noski. Back to the point. Manine shot towards the net. Webb's there to squeeze that one. Flings it to the side unceremoniously. Bellarose to take the draw against Rowley, and Rowley wins that to the wall to Privé. Shot up. That was a high stick that was undetected. Strike comes in and puts a fear of hockey into his winger. Saucer pass. Shot down the ice, picked up there by Kahn. Now the Canucks steal. Stolen back by the Navigators. Kicked up to the stick. Shot towards the net, and that's off a few sticks and ends up going wide. Back to Noski at the point. He fans on it. Body down. Privé puts his man down. Now there's a bit of a run taken by 24. Yellow knee. Shot towards the net with 1 second left. Webb kicks that aside. End of the first period. Peace River Navigators 3. Dawson Creek Canucks 1. Rowley and not sure who was chirping there. 23 for the Navigators. Cole Isaac having a little conversation at the end of the period. Coaching staff for the Canucks are going to want to get a little explanation of why that goal counted with the net off its moorings. Connor Webb wants to come back and have a conversation too. Saying, help me out here, boys. Come on, I'm working my butt off. End of the first period, 3-1 for the Navigators. I'm going to take a break, take a drink of water, and find a lozenge. That's all we got here. Thanks for listening, folks. They got 14:40 left on the clock, so I'll be back in about 12. Thanks for listening. We'll see you then. Okay, folks, second period ready to start. On-ice officials are on the ice. Hockey players are on the ice. Nets are in place. Penalty bench doors are closed, ready to go. Ten seconds left on the clock on the countdown, and horn will sound here soon. They'll reset and get ready to go. End of the first period, we had the Dawson Creek Canucks are trailing by 2 goals behind the Peace River Navigators. Navigators 3, Canucks 1. Andrew Davidsy to take the draw. He's out there against Keegan Ferguson. McLeod and Hendrickson are on Davidsy's flanks, and puck is won back to Ducharme. Ducharme to Davidsy, pops one on the wall, over-skated, picked up there by Piquette. Shot back and Fawcett with it. Cunningham runs a little bit of a pick on McLeod in behind the net. And Paul fakes out a shot that O'Brien had a chance to put him into the wall. Chaston Paul seen it coming. But McLeod peeled off the last second. Bounced off the wall, stopped and shot towards the net. Now it's picked up again. Ducharme right down Main Street. Takes a wrister. I think might have been going over top of the net, and Noble picks it up. McLeod was open on the wide side, tapping his stick, and drew his man to him. Give Ducharme a chance to cut down right down the middle off his point position. Takes a wrister from the blue line. Buck jumps the gun a little early. Fletcher and Privé playing defense. Rowley loses that draw this time. He's been pretty good at the face-off spot. Bick out, and Chamberlain stolen by Rowley, looking for Bame, and it's out of his reach. Cycled back into the zone, chipped back on the wall. Rowley stretches, gets a hook into his. Rowley trying to make a move on Bellarose. Bellarose gets his stick into Rowley, skates. Down goes Rowley, and Bellarose kind of laughing at it. It was a little accidental, but he got his stick into the Rowley skates and tripped him up. Canucks with their first power play of the evening. Afternoon, I guess. 19:05, 55 seconds ticked off the clock in the second period. Hendrickson loses that draw, but Strike is there with the backhand. Puck net comes off the moorings, and now they're going to blow the whistle. And I believe the Dawson Creek bench is letting the referee know. Maybe that should have been done in the first period when they suspected that the net was off its moorings for Peace River's third goal. Controversy in the NWJHL. Face off, one back to the point, but it's one back softly. And had to be shot back into the zone. Not much control. Strike gives it away, rifled around the boards and out of the zone. Dumas shoots that puck down, and O'Brien's back for it. O'Brien getting forced. He just stops and waits. Spins back. Now he's got to move. Makes a nice pass. Hendrickson into the zone. Drops to Strike, who drops to... Not sure who that is. Privé, maybe. O'Brien. No, it's not Privé. Shot. That's McLeod, 18. Shot towards the net and picked up there. McLeod. Saucer pass. Hendrickson tried a little touch pass. That didn't work. But Strike makes a nice play through the defenseman's skates. Pops it back around, and O'Brien, or McLeod with it. McLeod to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to O'Brien. O'Brien with a wrister. That's blocked. And Hendrickson, wrister, and that's off of a body, goes in behind the net, and Dumas shovels one along the boards. Flipped up into the air. Navigator's going to make changes. Rowley's back to pick it up in his own zone. Rowley loses control. Pops it back for O'Brien behind the net. O'Brien looking to make a play. Swings it out, and Dustin Bame's got it. He's going to circle and get some speed up with 33 seconds left in the power play. Bame forced back. Trying again. Long lead pass, nearly stolen. That's tipped into the zone by the Navigators. And Paul with it. Paul, puck knocked down to the point, kept onside, just out of the reach of Young, but Paul's got it again. Paul behind his own net, and Young chops it off his stick. Paul with his long reach, reaches back with Tanner Bame trying to steal. Young tries a wraparound. He's hammering and jabbing away. Fawcett gives him a bit of a rough ride on the side of the net. Referee finally blows the whistle. Stoppage in play as 7 seconds remains in the power play. 17-12 remaining in the period. Face-off's going to the right of Noble. Mackey comes over the boards. Young stays on. Who's coming off? Davidsy? Yeah, Davidsy comes off. Young is going to take this draw with Mackey and Tanner Bame on his flank. I'd call him Baby Bame, but he hates that, so we won't even bring it up. Shot out of the Navigator zone, picked up there by Buck. Buck puts a move onto the wall, tries to get down, and Shaston Paul unceremoniously dispatches him from the puck. Shoveled back out in front. Mackey pops one under a shin pad. Stolen there, and out of the zone comes Briscoe. Briscoe steps around Ducharme, who tries to throw a hip, put himself out of position, right back down in front of the net, and pops back out. Fawcett's got it. Fawcett nets off the moorings by a long ways, and now the whistle's going to go. The fans here seem to notice that net was off from about 185 feet. Referee from 7 or 8 didn't notice watching the play. If you do the quick math, it's about 60 meters, give or take, from the fans, 6 for the referee. 16:40 remaining in the second period. Face off to the right of Webb. Mackey wins that draw. Tried to flip it up over top of the attacker's stick, and that was thwarted. Shot down in behind the net. Briscoe battles. Picked up there by Mackey. Shot towards the net. Scores! Number 16 for the Peace River Navigators. Off his point position is Noski. Sorry, that's not off the point position. It's his brother. Noski with his second of the evening. From number 4, Schlack, and I'm not sure who got the second assist, but I believe it was Briscoe, 27. Noski from Briscoe and Schlack, I'm pretty sure. Navigators win another draw, 4-1 Navigators. In behind the net, Bame throws a body check. Puck is stolen by Strike, and you can't get past this man. Now flipped up. Noski gets it out of the zone. Briscoe, Schlack, chopped out of the zone, and Strike is behind everybody. He's got a chance. Picked up. He couldn't get control of the puck. Now he falls down. He's got a bad edge there, I think. And now Rowley with a wrister towards the net. And that's off of Noble over top of the netting behind the glass. Stoppage in play with 15:56 remaining in the period. They said an announcement, but I got headphones on that I'm not usually have on, so I didn't hear any of it. $16 scored, I can guarantee you that. Rowley overskates, or I didn't overskate, it was swatted off his stick, back to Privé on the point. Privé tries to get it across to his partner Fletcher, and that stolen shot, scores! Unassisted goal. Didn't see the number, folks. But the Navigators steal a cross-rink D-to-D pass and put it behind Webb. She's turning into a rout. Number 15 gets that one. Steals from Privé. Keegan Ferguson. Navigators 5, Canucks 1 with 15:45 remaining in the second period. Lots of hockey to play. The Canucks are going to have to get their feet moving, get the puck into the zone. McLeod with a slap shot. That's knocked down. That was in the net, says the referee. And McLeod with a clapper from the point eludes Noble. The Navigators are saying that hit crossbar. I didn't hear it hit any pipe at all. And this is going to be a goal. McLeod winds up and lets one fly at just inside the blue line. And it gets over top of Noble's blocker to the back of the net. Just in far enough. Referee's not sure who's got the first and second assists. He's asking the centerman right now. Davidsy. Davidsy's going to say 21 and 4. O'Brien looking for Hendrickson. It's out of his reach, back to the point. Frazier just flips it into the zone. Mason McLeod gets the assist. That's another pass looking for Looking for McLeod. It's out of his reach. Now it's back to McLeod. McLeod puts a move on. Didn't quite get it out. Paul stops him there, and it's chopped out of the zone. And the Navigators, Yannick, 1-on-2, puts a nice little move on. Has nowhere to grow as O'Brien squeezes him into the wall. Shoveled back to the center. Picked up by O'Brien. Or McLeod, sorry. Shot towards Webb. Webb. Navigators, Paul picked that puck up in the neutral. Now we got a chance just out of the reach of Davidsy. That's going to go for icing. Line changes will not be allowed. McLeod, Hendrickson, and Davidsy stays on the ice with O'Brien and Fraser. Navigators make a change. Ferguson, Cunningham, and Piquette line with Paul and Menine. Back out, pops off the corner out in front of the net, and Webb jumps on that, letting his teammates make some changes. Wilson, and Zimmer over the boards. Dawson Creek scores a goal late, or just lately. Scores. Navigators 5, Canucks 2. Scramble drawn. The Navigators get it. Shot Paul well wide, but that's nearly tipped to the net. Now given away on the backhand pass. Navigators looking to go cross rink. Tipped in front. Loose puck. Wheels. Tries to get a shot away. Finally does. That's off a stick and out of the zone. That's going to stay inside. That's off a buck stick. Over top of the glass into the netting. Stoppage in play. Face off to the right of Webb. Paul with it. Had to do a little lip sync there, folks. Glad you missed it. There's a whistle. Net is off its moorings again. Referee noticed that straight away. Both Navigator fans were complaining that the goalie's knocking that net off intentionally, but Canucks were breaking out of their zone. I'm not sure why they'd do that, so it doesn't make sense. 14-16 remaining in the period. Face off to the right of Webb. Linesman kicks the center out. Defenseman had a toenail inside the circle. Shot back to point. Fawcett with the wrister. Scores from the point. Number 12, Tulson Fawcett with the wrister through a crowd that eludes Webb. 6-2 Navigators. .14-12 remaining in the period. Navigators back to a 4-goal lead with 4 minutes more than half a game remaining. Young wins the job, jumping through his Navigators 23. Shot on net into the corner, bodied there. Tanner Bame flips the puck out and picked up there by Noski. Mackey was forced him, shot back in. Shot down the ice. No icing on the play as Noski touched that at the blue line. And Mackey's in to force him. Noski tries to get around Mackey. Mackey forces and Tanner Bame's back. Now Mackey comes back in. Fletcher steps up on his man and Young comes back defensively to pick it up. Tries a pass and he fans on that. He had Tanner Bame wide open on the wide side. Young throws a body check, comes back to the point. Noski bounces around everybody. Now it's back to the slot. Kahn takes a shot into the corner. Privé comes in and throws a body check. And that's going to be a penalty called. He's calling the trip. As Privé comes across to throw a body check and catches the legs of the attacking player for the Navigators, number 26, Owen Chamberlain. And Privé is going to find himself in the penalty box. He had pled his case in the disagreement with that particular call, but Raymond couldn't talk the referee into changing his mind, which is, I'd say, often the case, but it's actually always the case. Anyways, Navigators with the puck. Latest goal scorer, 12, Fawcett, looking to go to the net, gives off to Piquette. Piquette works his way in, back to Fawcett. Clapper, bit of a rainbow. Shot towards the net on a oftenly described as a muffin. And Webb had to follow that one as it dropped at his feet. And we got Cunningham going to the penalty box here. My color man who didn't want to put the headset on here tonight. He's suggesting that the referee may have called a makeup call. I'm not sure what that is. That's not in the rule book that I've read, but I guess it happens on occasion. 13:08 remaining in the period. 4-on-4 action. Rowley loses that draw. I thought he won. I'm not sure what I saw, but I thought I saw the puck, but it wasn't. Back to the point. Buck to Rowley. Rowley circles, pops the puck up, gives back to Buck. Buck spins off his man at the blue line, shovels it in, looking for McLeod. It's out of his reach. Into the corner. Navigators pick it up. Bellarose. Ducharme steps down rather. Now Rowley fires it in. That hit the referee. Pops back out to Buck. Buck to Ducharme. Slap shot into the crest of Noble. Ducharme can get some, if he gets some wood on it, he can let her fly there. And Noble looks like he might have felt that one through the chest protector. They're going to give him a few seconds to catch his wind. 12:40 remaining in the second period. They're going to give Noble a couple of seconds to get his bearings here. As he took a hard clapper off of something. I thought it hit him in the chest protector, but it might have got him on the arm as he's kind of hanging on to his catching glove a little tenderly. Bame loses that draw to Bellarose into the corner, and Fawcett trying to make a play. Shoveled up, Bame staying with him, gives him a shove, but Fawcett's got the puck. Comes down on Ducharme, and Ducharme fills up a hole and throws a hip check. Been looking to throw that hip all night and finally got one. Ducharme comes across. Now he skates into Bame, and the puck goes into the corner, and Bame finds himself on the wrong side of the puck. Puts a little bit of a stick press on, and that didn't work. Now it's shoveled out Bellarose to Isaac. Isaac poked off of his stick by Buck. Buck takes a rough ride from Isaac. Could have been interference, but it's not going to be. Now Bame's got it. Bame, Hendrickson, and Ducharme. Bame to Hendrickson. Hendrickson drops to Bame. Bame with a wrister goes just short side wide. And O'Brien off the point keeps it in. Out down in the corner. O'Brien with it at the point. Shot towards the net. Bame swipes at the tip. Now Hendrickson tries a little toe drag and tried to come back in short side on the net, and he run into the net, and Chaston Paul flips into the zone. He's going to stop and get off the ice with 12 seconds left in the Dawson Creek penalty. 20 seconds remaining in the Navigators penalty. Penalty's over. Young to Privé off the penalty bench. Privé runs into a body check. Can't get the puck towards the net. Now O'Brien's got it. O'Brien to Young to Tanner Bame. Bame looking to go short side. Now he tries to bank it in. He hits the goal. Tries it again, and that didn't work either. Because I don't think Noble was far enough in front of the net for that to work ever. Now it's back out. Bame jukes and jives and hits him with it. Hits Noble in the shoulder. Noble stayed square and tall as he could on his knees. Makes the save. And now we got a penalty call. We got a charging. Tanner Bame come across and threw a charge apparently, and I didn't see it. But Tanner Bame is going to the penalty box. He's a little behind the play, and Bame sits down for two. The penalties are a little lopsided. Not that they're undeserved, don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. But Dawson Creek is taking more penalties than the Navigators here tonight. Shot in. Now we got a chance. Wilson can't get his feet moving. It's like he was stuck in sand there for a second. Couldn't get his feet moving, so he just chops it down the ice. He had a chance at a breakaway, but Noble behind his own net leaves that for Fawcett. Gives off to Pickett. Pickett, long lead pass onto the stick of Ferguson. He bobbles in the corner. Fletcher doing a nice job down low, and the Navigators come up with it. Cunningham spins off, stays there, pops it back up to Pickett, to Cunningham. Cunningham to Fawcett in the center. He goes down low. Noski with a shot towards the net, and Webb kicks out of side back to the point. Pickett. Cunningham back to Pickett on the point. He goes across to Fawcett looking. Oh. Bounce back down, and the Navigators pick it up in the neutral zone or in the corner again. Shot towards the net, and Webb watches that into his catching glove. 9:42 remaining in the period. 57 seconds left in the power play. Navigators holding pat with their power play lineup. Canucks make changes. Young loses that draw. Well, they did make one change. The Navigators made one change on the point anyway. Back up top, Kahn to Fawcett. Shot, and Ducharme blocked that one, and that stung him a little bit. He's trying to get his bearings. That kind of caught him on the inside of the knee, I believe. Now he's going back door. Nice play there by Ducharme. Got his stick on it and chips it up into the netting. 31 seconds left in the Bame penalty. Navigators 6, Dawson Creek 2. Bellerose wins the draw back to the point. Noski with it. Noski stolen and flipped down the ice by Griffin Young. Noble sets it up for his defenseman with Davidsy into force. Davidsy just circles down low. Noble gives off, and Noski's got it. Noski pestered by Young. Young's going to come off as Noski fanned on that pass. Now he gets it up to Dumas. Right down Main Street. Noski looking for the Hattie, and Webb kicks out of side. In behind. Stopped at the point. Nearly stopped at the point by Dumas, and it trickles past him. Now it's pinched on the wall. Now it's back out, and Buck's going to go for a skate. He's going to try his hand. Buck can't get around Noski. It's in the corner. Tried to throw a body check and missed. Found himself on the wrong side of the puck with Bame playing defense. Chipped into the zone. Navigators. Isaac either took or threw a body check. Now Rowley juking and jiving. He gets tripped, and he drew another penalty. Up to Strike. Strike tried to go back for Rowley, but back checking hard was the number 4 Shellac, and I believe he's the one going to the penalty box. Tripping is the call. No, it's Bellerose, number 7, going for the trip. 8:08. Canucks going to try to reduce this deficit by 1 here on the power play. Navigators win the draw and fire it down the ice. Webb's going to stop it behind the net, and nobody's really hustling back for it. Now Ducharme got a little bit of jump in his step, going to pick it up behind the net. Out of his own zone, looking to make a play, gives up to Griffin Young. Griffin Young just snaps it into the zone, and Tanner Bame's going in after it with Dustin Bame in to help out. Dustin Bame nearly got it and could not, and Dumas chops it off the wall. Stopped at the blue line. Griff tries to make a backhand pass, give it away, and stole it back just to see if he can. Now Ducharme keeps it just onside. Shot towards the net, stopped there by the Fawcett, captain of the Navigators, and shot down the ice. Webb's going to set it up again, flips it back out to Ducharme. Ducharme's got McLeod on the wall, doesn't give it to him. Now McLeod comes back for a little support. Ducharme forced behind the net. Circles back out, and down the ice he goes. McLeod with it now. He's got some room on the right side. McLeod swarmed there by 2 Navigators. We got another penalty on the play. Navigators pick up the puck. We got another tripping penalty called, and the Canucks are going to get a 5-on-3 here for 55 seconds. As 14 Piquet into the penalty box. He's had a few words for the linesman, not that it was his fault. If he didn't want to take a penalty, he shouldn't have tripped anybody. Face off to the left of Noble. Hendrickson's going to take this draw. He's got Buck and McLeod on the point. Shot back down. McLeod tried to bat that out of the air and got a piece of it, but not enough to knock it down. And down the ice it goes with 47 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Straight down Main Street goes O'Brien. Now he takes it wide. It's McLeod, McLeod trades spots with Rowley. Gives to Buck. Buck down low to Hendrickson. Back to Buck. Stolen and stolen back. Buck to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Buck. Buck keeps working his way close to the goaltender. Now he loses it, and Hendrickson's got to hustle to get there. Hendrickson on the right side of the puck on the defensive side. McLeod just keeps it on. Looking to take a clapper. Now he goes one-timer. Whoa, shot on net, and Noble. I think that might have been going wide. as McLeod set up Rowley for the one-timer, put it right into his wheelhouse. Might be calling a timeout here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Face off to the right of Noble. 14 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 1:19 remaining in the second penalty. 6:22 remaining in the period. Back to McLeod. Across to Buck. Buck works himself down low. Gives up to Young. Goes back door, and that's off of Noble. Takes a piece of that and chips back. And now McLeod fakes a shot. There's a shot towards the net. Stop. Strike's going to get there. Strike falls down. First penalty's over. Rowley with it. Rowley to Buck. Buck back to Rowley. To Young, I think. To Rowley. Rack around the net. McLeod. McLeod looks to the front. Takes a shot high. Hard one. This is going to get past Rowley down the ice with 41 seconds remaining in the penalty. Buck's got a hustle. In behind the net. Pestered there. Shellac holding the puck against, or holding Buck against the wall. Buck trying to kick it free. Finally does, and Rowley's got it. I believe he's got Boehm wide. Gives off to him. Boehm trying to make a move. Ends up in a corner. Back pass to nobody in particular, but Big Brother's there to bail him out. Shot in behind the net. Now we got another penalty on. Might have a kneeing penalty. As there's 13 seconds left in the first penalty. Number 7, Bella Rose, just gets out of the penalty box. Comes in, comes out onto the ice and trips somebody else. Back into the penalty box he goes. 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the second period. Dawson Creek 2, Peace River 6. And Dawson Creek on an abbreviated 5-on-3. Davidsy to the point to Ducharme. Ducharme winds, shoots, blocked into the corner to Boehm. Boehm shot another one. Tanner Boehm, big brother to little brother. First penalty's over. Ducharme, it's out of his reach. Tanner's got a battle to get the puck. Now the Navigators pick it up and fling it down the ice, and I think we're pretty even up on the penalties now for as far as minutes go. Webb leaves it for Ducharme behind the net. Ducharme off the back of the net. Comes out rather nonchalantly. Looking to make a play. Puts it behind Tanner Boehm, but he reaches back and picks it up in across the line. Chaston Paul steps into Tanner Boehm, and Tanner Boehm actually give him a pretty good ride. Paul is a big dude. Now Ducharme misplays that puck and slaps the ice with his disgust instead of getting a hold of the puck. Now Tanner Boehm's got it. Dustin Boehm won't get off the ice as he was offside. Now shot down out of the reach of Young. I didn't see what happened behind the play there. Cameraman was watching the play there. Camera person was watching the play there as well. And Ducharme with it. Saucers one to nobody. Down the ice it goes for icing. 47 seconds remaining in the Bella Rose penalty. And Paul chirping the bench. Hendrickson comes over top of the boards. I think he's looking for a line change and realized there was enough players out there. 6-2 Navigators Canucks. And now we got a conversation. Referee, the linesman come over and talk to the referee, and I think we're getting a bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. Coach Wagger pleading his case. The head coach, Reedman, he's walking to the far side. He doesn't want to have any part of this conversation. He might find himself in the dressing room watching this on Ustream. It's pretty good, got to say. Looking at the computer screen here right now, it's looking like it's pretty clear. Now the linesman is pleading his case. Coach Wagger and Coach Cooper having their conversation. They're saying that their guys, that the Navigator player skated to his bench and had some words, and the Canucks players just responded to it. This conversation is taking longer than it should. And now we got the gate open. Not sure who's getting the penalty, who's going into the penalty box. If anybody's going in the penalty box. There's nobody in there that I can. Oh, there is somebody in the penalty bench. So it looks like somebody got a 10-minute misconduct. Tanner Boehm with a 10-minute misconduct. Ducharme tries to get it out. It's given away, and Rowley's got it. Rowley takes a wrister low. Off some skates, flipped up to the blue line. Get it back. McLeod's back to get it. He fakes a clapper. Power play still on here for the Canucks. Ducharme shot towards the net. Cross-checked in front was Strike. Now it's tried to saucer pass. Rowley knocked back down. Strike, wrister towards the net. Shot out to the point. Fired again by Ducharme, and it's off a shin pad in the corner. Manine with his stick up a little high. Rowley trying to make a play and cannot, and it's popped back out to Ducharme. Ducharme sauces one across. Stretched way out is McLeod with a nice little maneuver. Tips it back to the point to Strike. Strike to Rowley. Rowley behind the net to McLeod. It's out of his reach. Oh, that's Dustin Bame. Oh, there's an elbow throw. Manine gets away from an elbow. Now it's shot back to the point. Ducharme with his hands in the air. Nowhere's near him. He's the defenseman. He's got to get back. And now Webb, all he can do is fling it towards the bench. Smart play there by Webb. As the Navigators had too many players on the ice and they couldn't play it. Now it's in offside. Zimmer coming in. Took a run at big number 23. Not as big as Zimmer, mind. Cole Isaac avoids a collision from Zim. 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the second period. Peace River Navigators 6, Dawson Creek Canucks 2. Wilson to O'Brien, off the wall, looking for Zimmer. Zimmer throws a bit of a bump and nearly runs into the linesman. Now Wilson to Wilson. Wilson bobbles, shoots. Oh, and it off the glove of Noble, and he just kept it out. Now it's chopped off the wall. Privé's going to try to keep it in. Cannot, and everybody cleared the zone back in behind the net. Noble stops it there. Stolen. Play tried to be made there by Wilson. Now Wilson's going to get it back. Chops it back into the zone. Back into the corner. Zimmer puts his man into the wall. Wilson overskates the puck. Now he gets it back at the side of the net. Trying to do something. That hits the side of the net. Looked like it went in from this angle, but it went on the wrong side. Back up to Fletcher. Fletcher with the wrister. Through a crowd. Knocked down. Wilson fans on it. The nice little knockdown, and the Navigators pick it up. Shoot it out of the zone. Picked up there, and Privé. Zimmer with a nice little battle. Puts Isaac down and shoots the puck into the zone. Off of a body, back to Fletcher in his own zone. He's got a circle back with a minute and a half left. Gives it away, and the Navigators go in. Fortunately for the Canucks, offside, and Privé's got it in his own zone. He's trying to set something up. Down the middle he goes. Drops off, swatted off his stick. Isaac. So that was Noski with a bad play, and Young picked it up. Now Bame trying to make a play. Bame hangs onto it with a fake pass. He's going inside out, outside in, to nobody in particular. Stolen by the Navigators, fired out of the zone, and Noski. Noski going into the zone. Can't get around Fletcher this time. Shot back out, and Bame's got a chance 1-on-3. Now it's 2-on-2. Into the corner. Rowley going in after it. Rowley gets away from Noski. He's got Bame in the corner. Can't get it to him. Young tries something. High stick. Rowley reached too high and plays that with a high stick. Linesman and referee both made that, or both linesmen and the referee made that call. So pretty tough to argue when everybody's got their hand in the air. 48 seconds remaining in the period. Little more jump from the Canucks in the last 3 or 4 minutes. But they got a big hole to climb out of with 20 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the game. Hendrickson to Fraser, to O'Brien, to McLeod, to backhand shot. That was Davidsy. Hendrickson falls down in the corner. Davidsy trying to get it to him. Hendrickson gets the puck in the corner, takes a body check from Fawcett and leaves off for O'Brien. Or McLeod with it. McLeod flips it into the corner. Nobody home there but Chaston Paul for the Navigators. He bobbles it towards the blue line and just out. Canucks try to pick it up. Davidsy can't get it. Cunningham with his long reach gets it back from Fawcett. Swept off his stick by Fraser. Fraser, the AP. Now it's to the middle. 7 seconds left. Hendrickson coming in. Hendrickson trying to get around Paul. Puts it to the middle. O'Brien takes a walking body check. And I believe McLeod goes in to throw a body check and gets all of Hendrickson. Not the man he was looking for. But that's the man he got. Little blue on blue violence there. Cunningham and Davidsy finds himself in the penalty box, and the Navigators' door is open as well, but I'm not sure if anybody's going in there. I don't know what Davidsy's getting, but he's getting something. Now they're explaining it to the coaching staff. Coach Reedman is maintaining his composure quite well. Just a quick little conversation. Now he's got a couple of hand gestures. Davidsy takes a roughing penalty against Cunningham, I believe, who is the biggest man on the ice at all times when he is out there. Davidsy is not. Be that as it may, 0.8 seconds remaining in the period. And Davidsy's in the penalty box for 2 minutes to feel shame. And then he'll go free. Shot towards the net. Didn't get away. And Boehm and Fawcett getting together. Boehm fired right up. Fawcett doesn't want anything, no part of it. Boehm's going to get off the ice here. Linesman's in. Teammates are there to get him off the ice before he does something untoward. I don't know if there's any penalties going to be called here at the end. And now they're going to have a conversation with the coaching staff of the Navigators. Not on the ice, folks, and I got these headphones on, so I'm not sure if anything was said. Well, I'm sure something was said, but I'm not sure what. If Fawcett said something to Boehm that he disagreed with, or Boehm just fired up and trying to fire up his teammates. But whatever it is, that's all she wrote for the period. They don't have the time counting down here this time. They got 20 minutes on the clock, and it's stopped. So we're going to go with another 13 and a half minutes, and I'll be back on. With all the support that I have around here is fantastic. So thanks for listening. End of the second period. Dawson Creek 2, Peace River Navigators 6 with a plethora of penalties. Davidsy's going to be in the penalty box to start that period with 1 minute and 59 seconds. Thanks for listening. We'll chat at you again in a few. All right, folks, we're back ready to get the puck on the ice. We're just going to let the clock tick down for the final few seconds here. We do have 2 minutes on the clock to Andrew Davidsy. Took a roughing penalty in front of the net against Theo Cunningham. Just had a quick conversation with his dad here between periods, and apparently they played together back in spring hockey, so they must have been 10 years old. Young to take the draw against Ferguson. Ferguson wins that, and the Navigators have it in their own zone. Fawcett to Pickett. Going back to Ferguson. Into the corner. Bucks tries to squeeze his man off. Pickett with it. Pickett kept to the outside. Back to the point. Shot through a crowd. Webb loose. Referee blows his whistle at the high stick as Webb is making all kinds of contusions. I'm not sure what that maneuver is called. I believe it's the crab. Save made. High stick on the call. Wouldn't have counted anyways if it did go in. 1:41 remaining in the penalty. 19:41 remaining in the period. Not a coincidence. Those are synced up. The penalty happened with 0.8 seconds left on the clock. Bodied into the zone. Young trying to steal. Throws a bit of a cross-check, and Fawcett's got it. Over to Pickett. Back to Fawcett. Lead pass to Cunningham. Out of his reach. Buck bounces off the boards to himself. Tries a pass to Young, and that's picked off there by Pickett. To Fawcett. Out of his reach. Young's going to come in and force. Poked back out. Now Cunningham's got it in his own zone. He's breaking out. Trying to get around Wilson. Does. All by himself. Buck keeps him to the outside. Shovels it to the front. Stolen there and given away. Kept on, and Cunningham with it again. Fakes the shot. There's a shot at the back leg. Just onside. Now it's out. As the AP player Kahn couldn't keep it on. Now it's in. Offside. Whistle goes. Ferguson fires it into the corner. Little pouty like. Changes are made. Offside's the call. Face off just outside the zone. Just outside the Canucks zone. On the wide side, Bellarose and Wilson. Scramble draw, but the Navigators end up with it. Noski to Paul. Paul shoots it in. Wraps it around the boards. And Privé's trying to get there. Tried to get a stick on it and just missed. Now it pops back out in front of the net. Mackey takes a swing. Everybody takes a swing. Back to the point. Noski keeps it on. Down low to Noski. Out to Dumas. Dumas shovels it towards the net. Bellarose has got it. Shot into Webb's crest and bounced off the chest protector. Hit Johnny Canuck in the face. And shoved out of the zone. Referee blows his whistle again. He doesn't want to call another penalty, but he won't be afraid to start making a parade to the penalty box if it does start getting close to being out of hand. 17 seconds left in the Davidsy penalty. Navigators 6, Canucks 2. Isaac and Rowley. Rowley digging in, and linesman waves the centers out, and Privé's going to come off the point position to take this draw. Loses it smartly. Dumas to Noski. Noski. Privé pops the stick out of the hand of Isaac, and it flips up in the air. He threw his hands in the air looking to the referee, but it wasn't much of a stick lift, and the referee's telling him to hang on to it a little tighter. Anyways, Navigators fling it out of their own zone. Privé takes a swat at it and missed, and Fletcher's going behind the net. Noski forces him, but Fletcher keeps to the outside. Noski gets control. He's in the corner. Circles it back. Cycles down low. Isaac. Isaac with a spin. Looking to play in front and can't. Gets it up to Bellarose. Bellarose to the point. Fawcett shot off a stick and into the corner. Fletcher can't get there. Bellarose steals. Bellarose helped out by Rowley to the blue line. Just onside, says the linesman. And Fletcher behind his own net gives up to Privé behind us. Shoveled towards the blue line of the... Now Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries a shot and his stick folds up like a cheap tent, and he's got to get his way off, get a fresh one. Or a line change, whichever. Back out. Rowley with the shot, and Noble's there to snare that. 16:59 remaining in the third period. Navigators with a 4-goal lead. 4-2 over the Canucks. Nobody in the penalty box. Oh, it's Tanner Boehm still down there serving his 10-minute misconduct. I wasn't quite wise enough to write down when he went in, so I'm not sure when he's getting out. They do have it wrote down downstairs, and I'm sure they'll let him out when the time comes. Zimmer tries to steal. Cannot. Picked up there by Briscoe. Briscoe tries a pass, and Wilson picks that off. Now Fawcett tries to get around Fraser. Fraser pokes that in the corner, and Fawcett picks it up again. Back to the slot. Chamberlain fires that in the corner. Wilson tries to make a play. Can't. Two Navigators nearly collide. Pop back to the point to Paul. Paul to the front of the net and kicked away by Webb, and Zimmer's got it. Zimmer trying to make a play and can't. Briscoe there to steal. Wilson pesters him. To Dumas. To Chamberlain off the boards. Wilson quits skating, puts a stick on his man, and this is offside. Line change is made. Boehm, Young, and Davidsy. Navigators content to keep the puck behind their own net and kill the clock. They have the 4-goal lead and no hurry to score more. Shellac in. Forces O'Brien. There's a trip behind the net. Davidsy just out of the penalty box. Gets his stick into the skates and to Chamberlain. Down goes Chamberlain, and to the penalty box goes Davidsy. 15:50 remaining. Cunningham going to take the draw. Wins the draw, but the Canucks end up with it. Strike fires it down the ice, gives it back to the defenseman Ducharme, who fires it down the ice and into the corner, and Dumas. Now White has a penalty. We had a hook. Cunningham gets a hooking penalty well behind the play. About 60 meters from his own net. Coaches do not like those penalties, I can attest, as I've taken them and been a coach. Navigators win the draw. Shot out. This is going to go for icing. Down the ice to nobody. Buck is coming back. Takes a quick look behind him, seeing him, making sure Isaac wasn't going to plow him into the wall. Icing's the call. Shot down the ice, picked up again, and the face-off will be over to the left of Noble. In Navigators defending zone. Young to take the draw. 4-on-4 for a minute 42. Young loses that to Bellarose. And Paul with it. Chaston looking for Isaac out of his reach. Ducharme steps up. Plays out a little lackadaisical, and Isaac is there. Now Young steals. Popped across. Fawcett. Young puts a body on him. Fawcett pokes it down to Bellarose. To Fawcett. To Paul out of his reach, and Boehm's got it. He had Young breaking, but couldn't get it to puck. Young a little disappointed. Now Boehm's got it in his own into the attacking zone. He's got Young to the slot. Goes in behind the net. Making line changes on the point. Boehm trying to get away. Young trying to steal, but Fawcett ends up with it. Gives to Bellarose. Look going across. Gets it to Isaac. Isaac 1-on-2. Tries to get around Ducharme and lowers the boom. Does Ducharme. Rowley was there. Popped it ahead to McLeod. Takes a body from Isaac, but gets the puck across to Privé. Privé into the zone with 35 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Backhand pass to nobody, and Noski with it. He's going to skate it out of his own zone through the neutral. Cross center and dumped in. Privé's going to be the first one to it. Spins off. Briscoe forcing. Briscoe and Fletcher get together. There's a body check. Rowley throws a body check at Noski, a little bit of a size difference, and as it turns out, little science experiment there, and apparently physics is right. Thanks, Newton. Hendrickson down the left side. Tries a little toe drag around his man and cannot. Shot down the ice. No icing as a penalty. The Canucks are on an abbreviated power play. That is up. Cunningham's out of the box, slapped down the ice over the stick of Hendrickson to Rowley. Rowley to the center. His stick is checked and it nearly wobbled in. Now Hendrickson tries a backhand pass off of Noble, and that's to no avail. Shot down the ice again. Scrambled. Cunningham's the first one to it. O'Brien puts him into the wall. Puck bounces out. Shot. Webb's there. Steal. Another save. Back out the slot. Scores. Dawson. That's Bellarose. Dylan Bellarose, number 7. That'll be scored 7 from 22 and 26. 22 and 26. So Bellarose from Cunningham and Chamberlain. 7-2. 13:06 remaining in the game. Mackey to take the draw. Another one won by the Navigators, but Mackey gets it back and shoots it into the zone. Menine in the corner to Dumas, chipped up the boards. Isaac off of his skates back to Fraser, who's just content to shoot it in. Tanner Bames out of the penalty box. That's off the referee. Just squirted up his skate there, up his pant leg, I think, and come back down. Isaac shoots one towards the net, and Webb's there to make the save. 12 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the game. Canucks with a big hole to climb out of. Briscoe, Yellow Knee, and Yaniuk behind the net. Ducharme. Shot on the wall, and that's out of the reach of everybody, and Ducharme's back in the corner to pick it up. Takes a bit of a bump, squeezes the puck on the wall. He's getting help down there by Mackey. Puck is kicked free, but Fawcett's there. He takes a rough ride. None the worse for wear as Tanner Bame puts a body on him. Shot towards the net, and Webb snares another one with the catcher. Seven to 2 lead for the Navigators. Clock is the enemy of the Canucks at this juncture. That in goals, apparently. Ducharme spins off his man. Had Zimmer on the wall and couldn't give it to him as he had a man in his pocket. Now Buck to Ducharme. Ducharme bobbles. Sauces one up the middle. Gets it out of the zone and knocked down there by Paul. Paul for the Navigators. Nearly knocked down there by Fraser. Scrambled. In behind the net. Briscoe stops and pops for Fawcett, who gives up to Yaniuk. Yaniuk trying to get around Ducharme. Ducharme gets the old ankle breaker, and Zimmer throws a body check and falls down. Puck to the slot, and nobody's home to pick it up, and here goes Wilson. Wilson fans on a dump in. Now he finally gets it in. Buck's making a change. Shot on the boards, picked up there by Zimmer, backhanded in the corner looking for Wilson, but picked up by the Navs and shoveled out. Partial break. Yaniuk with a shot blockered away. Young with it, looking to make a play. Saucers one straight down the middle, out of the reach of everybody. Weissing's waved off as a linesman. The back linesman felt that the defenseman could have got a stick on that. I'm not sure if I guess it doesn't matter if I agree or not. Bame steals. Tried to get the control of the puck, can't. Shot off the boards, down the ice, and Cunningham. Cunningham trying to toe drag. Backhand pass, stolen. Young chips it off the boards, just gets it out. O'Brien fumbles it, gives it back to Privé. He's out of his reach. Horribly scrambling in their own zone. Now Young's got it. I believe that was Cunningham with a squeal. Ripped on the boards to nobody. Out of the zone. Picked up there by nobody. Cunningham in the zone. Finally gets control. Nobody wants to touch the puck. Young tries a saucer pass that didn't work, but the puck did get through to Bame. Bame's trying to get outside on Noski. Does. Tries to get to the front. Cut off. Now he throws the puck to the slot. Privé with it. Privé shoots one towards the net. Oh, no. Waved off. Whistle goes as the puck was in the crease for Bame. And the net hopefully is off its moorings, or the Canucks will lose their minds. Off the moorings ever so slightly. As a puck comes out to Boehm on a scrambly shift, as the best I can describe. 10 minutes left in the period. Shot into the corner. Manine around the boards. Overskated by Noski. Back to the slot. Boehm with it. Young shot. Rebound loose. Rowley misses the net. That was McLeod that shot it wide originally, and now Briscoe. Briscoe trying to get out of his own zone. Poked off the boards. Steps on Rowley's stick and falls down. He was looking for a penalty, none coming. Hendrickson chops it into the zone. McLeod and Manine getting together. McLeod tries to get control of the puck and cannot. Puts his man into the wall. Comes loose. Bounces on the boards. Picked up by Shellac. Cross to Dumas. Off the window. Settles down in the feet of Hendrickson. He tries a little toe drag through a crowd. Doesn't work. Manine. Back out. Hendrickson tries to pass across, and Noski's there to steal. O'Brien with a crisp turn. Gives up to Rowley, who gives to Hendrickson into his skates. He kicks it up to his stick, and now it's knocked off, and Chaston Paul for the Navs. Paul through the neutral. Swarmed. Falls down. No call. Got to agree. Played the puck. Now this one's going to be a penalty, as no puck was played. That's off the Rowley flung his stick towards the puck and ended up getting skates of Fawcett, and down goes Fawcett. Tripping is a call, and emphatic display by the referee. 8:41 remaining in the period. 7-2 Navigators lead. 5-hole deficit if you're not a math major. Back to the point. Fawcett to Pickett. Shot off a skate wide. Oh, there's a bit of a run thrown there, and could have been from behind. That could have been bad for Tanner Boehm. Up on the wall. Saucered down, picked up by Fawcett, looking for a Hattie. He backhands it wide. Brings her back up. Pickett mishandles. Mackey's out to force Cunningham. Off the boards, Pickett's got it. Goes across to Noski. Pickett takes a body check, and line change made. Tanner Boehm's off. Strike is on. Buck puts Noski down. Ducharme wheels and fires off the stick of Fawcett. Down the ice it goes. Stopped behind the net for Noble. Strike is the first one back to force Noble. He's just going to hang on to it. Leaves it there for Cunningham. Theo Cunningham with a long pass knocked down by Ferguson. That shot towards the net, the old one hopper, and Noble had to stay square. That could have hopped in on him. Now it's off the board. Strike. Tried a little force, but didn't get there soon enough. Noski's making a change. Or Noski's down the ice. Cunningham's making a change. Noski to Fawcett. Over to Chamberlain, I believe. Back to the point. Noski into Webb. Ducharme comes down and wraps up his man beside the net. Referee's yelling. He was just pushing him out of the way, just getting him away from the slot area. Keeping him away from his goaltender. Face-off will be to the left of Connor Webb with 39 seconds remaining in the Rowley penalty. Navigators to the point. Noski fakes a wrister. One-timer. Webb, he's there to knock that down. Excuse me. Clock is slowly ticking away. Wilson, scrambled draw, wins it to the corner, out of the reach of Privé as the Navigators get control. Oh, there's a bit of a goon show in the crease area. That's off the stick of white jersey, I believe. I'm not sure what happened with Fletcher and Isaac in the slot, but they come together. Incidental contact, I believe, is what the referee is saying. And Bellarose got a stick on that and tipped it up over top of the netting. Face-off will come outside. Isaac to take the draw against Young. Isaac wins it. Fraser's out to help on the penalty kill. Noski to Bellarose. He's got Isaac lurking into the corners. Comes around to Isaac. Isaac gets pinned to the wall by Privé. Privé takes a bit of a forearm shiver. Referee lets it go. Tipped as the pass comes to the front of the net. Noski picks it up, walks in off his point position. Privé goes to throw a body check, gets Geist positioning, and Rowley's out of the penalty box. Can't get control of the puck and is back to Privé. He's slammed to the boards. Tip back out. Nice little play. Saucer pass looking for Rowley. Tried to knock it down and gets to the wall. Pop back to the point. Shot down the ice. And O'Brien's after it. O'Brien to Young. Young tries to elude a body check. Cannot. Now it's shot back out. And Briscoe and Fraser. Briscoe walks around Fraser but can't get around the goaltender. Fraser buries him in on top of Webb. And Young and Yellow Knee getting together. Faceoff should come outside if there's a scrum. I'm not sure if they're going to call that a scrum. Briscoe end up on top of the goaltender with the help of young Fraser. Declan Fraser, an affiliated player for the Canucks, plays for the Dawson Creek midget team. Chaston Paul with a shot towards the net, and that's tipped wide. Overskated by Briscoe and picked up by Buck. Buck tries to pass out of the reach of Wilson. Hendrickson. Now Buck gets it back again. That's O'Brien, not Buck. They have very similar skating styles. Hendrickson tries a toe drag, loses control, tries to get it back again and does. Back to the point. O'Brien to Hendrickson. Down low, Rowley tries a quick one-touch pass. Back to the slot, wheeled to the point, out of the zone, tripped over each other, and Yellow Knee with a chance. Fraser's there to steal into the corner, swings at it and misses, and Yellow Knee gets control. Now Young comes in to help out. Back to the point, picked up by Hendrickson. Hendrickson behind Rowley, can't get it out, can't pick it up. Trapped offside. Oh, that might have been offside, but wasn't. So shot towards the net, goes wide, and Rowley's got it. Back out to the front, knocked down. Bellarose trying to make a play, puts it in behind. Webb comes across to close off the passing lane. Hits the post with his skate, and the net comes off its moorings. Referee blows the whistle right quick with trip fours remaining in the third period. Shots on goal, according to the shot clock, is 30 for the Navigators, 34 for the Canucks, and I don't know if that's accurate.
30-24.
That's what I said. 30-34, and I don't think it's accurate. But anyways, getting some help from the support staff here. Appreciate it. Messing with my rhythm. Shot towards the net, and Webb makes a save. Noski. Sorry, that's not Noski. Shot off a shin pad into the corner. Buck lifts a stick and gets control. Backhand pass back to the point. Shot towards the net. Bellarose tips that in the corner. Ducharme ties up his man and hammers him into the wall. Navigators bench do not appreciate that. There's another body check shown. Shot! Stop. Webb stays, gets a shoulder on it. As Isaac and Ducharme exchange pleasantries. Isaac gives Ducharme a little tap on the head after that body check in the corner with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Mackey wins the draw. And Ducharme's going to go for a skate. Tries to get around his man. Cannot. Cycles it back down low. Pops it off the boards looking for Buck. Misread the geometry on that and couldn't get a hold of it. Mackey knocks it down for Buck. Buck's got Strike. Gives up to Strike. Strike tries a wrister. Gets it into the zone. Tanner Boehm. Hard clapper walked into that one. Kicked aside by Noble. Strike tries to cycle that back down low into the skates of the Navigator player on the wall. Mackey gets a hold. Mackey down low. Tanner Boehm. Wrister. And Noble stays square to Boehm. Makes another save. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Navigators 7, Canucks 2. Goal every 30 seconds would give the Canucks a 2-goal win if they're the ones to score them. Fletcher back to pick it up in his own zone. Cycles off the boards, gives up to Tanner Boehm, and he can't pick the pass up on the blue at the center line. Chaston Paul takes a rousing body check from Boehm. Paul comes back to the front of the net, and Boehm gives him another shot, asking for a little conversation. And Paul comes at him. Paul's a little bit, I'm not sure if he's a little dopey there after the body check, or he didn't care for it. Boehm ends up losing a glove. I'm not sure what happened there. He's got a little conversation to the bench. And he's going to the dressing room, so there's going to be likely, as we had talked with Mike Baccio and I were talking, the referee starts getting any trouble at all, just going to hand out 10s. That may or may not be what happened here. I'm not sure. Paul's staying on the ice. Boehm is not. Looks like he's going to send him to the dressing room as well. I'm not 100%. He's out. Gonna call double minors here, I suspect. Be 5-on-5. Paul's going to the dressing room. The training staff might want to take a look at him, as I don't think he's looking quite right. 2 minutes, he's saying. I'm not sure what the deal is here. He just told both players to leave. Now he's got 2 minutes on his fingers, talking to the off-ice staff here. Score clock. Not putting anybody in the penalty box, so what normally would happen here is he calls double minors or 2s and 10s, and there's nobody needs to go in the penalty box. He just immediate substitutions and game on. But if any of you guys are referees out there, that's the way that should go, is just give them 2s and 10s. You got your problem out of the game, and nobody else has to suffer. Puck on the ice, get back at her. And these conversations should be a lot shorter if you're a referee.
Penalties on the play for the Navigators. Number 20, Chaston Paul, a 10-minute misconduct. And the Dawson Creek, number 29, Tanner Boehm, a 10-minute misconduct and a game misconduct.
A 10 and a game misconduct. So Tanner got the extra game misconduct, so he will not be available for the next game. Not sure the rationale, but he did explain it to the coaching staff, so that's why he went over there and had the conversation. Paul did come back at Tanner. There wasn't a penalty on for the original shot, the original body check, so I'm not sure why Tanner would have got the extra game, as Paul come out from behind the net and challenged Tanner from this angle. But referee was closer. He heard the conversation. He made his decision. Tanner with a 10 in a game. Tanner Boehm, 29, 10-minute misconduct and a game misconduct. And number 20, Chaston Paul, a 10-minute misconduct. Now there's a body check thrown behind the net. Pop back out. Navigators going to try to stick to hockey. Another body check thrown behind the net there. I didn't catch the number. It's Dustin Boehm. He's been a little feisty here tonight. Also, Navigators with the puck. Noski looking backdoor, out of the reach. Everybody into the skates of the referee and out of the zone. Wilson with a backhand towards the net. Shovels it in. Going to be picked up there by Noski. A little bit of a chatter turn. It runs into Tanner Boehm as he starts a cycle. Or Dustin Boehm, sorry. Now the Navigators get it out with 2 minutes left on the clock. Wilson comes in and throws, I guess, a body check. Canucks making changes. Navigators taking the puck down. Wilson nearly steals but cannot. And Noski with it. Noski shovels it into the corner. Rowley turns the wrong way. Nobody's home on this side but Navigators. Wilson trying to make a play out of behind his own net and cannot. Poked down. Bellarose picks it up for the Navigators. Fletcher keeps him to the outside. Back to the point. Noski tries a shot. Oh, Noski tried to throw a body check on Wilson, and that, if it was on camera, that was humorous. Now Rowley looking to make a play. Does. Backhand. McLeod comes in, gets a nice play, tries to pick the puck up in the circle, and the referee was already filled up. That position filled. McLeod to Buck. Buck's got Hendrickson with him. Tries to give off, and that's stolen. Hendrickson gets it to Rowley. Wrister blocked by Bellarose. Back down low for Hendrickson. Hendrickson shoved off the puck by Benin. Off the stick of O'Brien. And the Navigators takes a shot and blocker to the sideboards. Picked up there by Hendrickson. Hendrickson breaking in 3-on-2. Now it's 3-on-3 out of the reach of a McLeod. And Fawcett, long lead pass. Up to Yellow Knee. Over skates. O'Brien lets him get to the puck and tries to steal it back. Now he puts him into the boards. Knocked down the man. Up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson trying to make a play. Pestered. Gets his stick up, and there's going to be a cross-checking penalty here to Hendrickson. And this could be not good. Hendrickson to the penalty box. 2 minutes for cross-checking with 15.8 left in the game. Bellarose to take the draw. Davidsy back to the point. Fawcett, Wrister, Webb, save. 12 seconds left. Bellarose and Davidsy. Davidsy almost won that draw, but Navigators were first to it. Puck slashed out of the hand, shot to the boards, and that goes wide. Buck rifles it off the boards, down the ice. Thankfully, this is all for this one. End of the third period. Peace River Navigators 7, Dawson Creek Canucks 2. Canucks teammates come out and give Webby a pat on the pads and a pat on the head, as they didn't play real well in front of him. He did make some nice saves. The little sign of respect, the Canucks players are coming out and shaking the hands of the referee and the linesman. Navigators are going to do the same. That's the end of the game, folks. Dawson Creek loses this one by 5. Peace River Navigators 7. Dawson Creek Canucks 2. I'm not sure they're doing a player of the game in this event. Yeah, they're going to give out a player of the game. This is going to be a tough call for the blue team and the white as far as that goes. Noski had a pretty good game. Fawcett, their captain, had a pretty good game. Rob pumping my tires. He doesn't know. He doesn't know how dangerous that can be. We'll wait around for the player of the game here. Brandon Rowley, not a bad choice for the Dawson Creek Junior Canucks. Gets a nice little token, some Lee press on nails. Little participation award, gets a toque and a... And number 15, Keegan Ferguson. 2-goal night, I believe, for Keegan. Another nice call. He'll get a toque. It's going to come in handy here tonight. So thanks for listening, folks. That's the end of the game. Navigators win 5-2. Noble played a fairly good game. And that's all she is, folks. Catch you next time. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.